Yo guys, what is going on? It's Lukey here and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be giving you guys the best FAL class or FAL class or whatever you guys want to call this weapon. I've seen a lot of people call it different names, so I'm just going to call it the FAL in my opinion. That is what it's called. But yeah, what is it called? Leave it down below. Is it the FAL or is it the FAL? I honestly don't know. I'm pretty sure it's the FAL. But yeah, I'm going to be giving you guys a best class up for this weapon. And I just want to mention quickly, the key to making this weapon overpowered as hell is having a good trigger finger. And as you can see in the gameplay in the background, in my opinion, my trigger finger is pretty fast. I absolutely mount people with this weapon. It might actually be one of my new favourite weapons in this game. I've been absolutely loving using this weapon. It's so good, especially if you have a fast trigger finger. You guys will be absolutely sorted with this weapon. Now, before I do get into the class setup, make sure to drop a sub and a like on today's video. I will really appreciate it. It does mean a lot to me. I'm trying to hit 20,000 subscribers, but without further ado, let's get into the class setup. So first up is going to be the monolithic suppressor. This suppresses your suppresses your weapon and obviously gives you extra range as well, which is very nice. Extra range on this weapon is very helpful because it is a semi-automatic weapon and you can pick off people from pretty far distances, so having a little bit of extra range is very nice on this weapon. You can get very long range kills with this weapon super easily. And next up is going to be the XRK marksman barrel, which also increases my damage range, and it also makes my bullet velocity better, and it makes me have more recoil control to the weapon. This weapon does have a little bit of kick to it, so recoil control attachments are going to help you guys out a lot with this weapon because the recoil is just quite a lot. Now, to get a good accuracy, you're going to want to put on some kind of nice reflex sight. My favourite is the Cronin LP945, I believe it's called. And then, as you can see, extended mags and the Ranger foregrip for more ammo and obviously some better accuracy. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys quickly what the recoil is like on this weapon. So as you guys can see, this is me not even holding the trigger down or anything, or that's me not even holding the aim stick or anything like that. As you can see, there's a lot of kick to it, so you guys are going to have a nice accuracy with this weapon. And also, as you probably can see in the gameplay in the background, my trigger finger with this weapon, I don't want to kind of boost my ego or anything, but my trigger finger is pretty decent in my opinion, and that is what makes this weapon so fun to use. If you have a good trigger finger, you guys are going to be having such a blast with this weapon, and you guys are going to be having so much fun. Honestly, it's probably one of the funnest weapons that I have used recently, and it just feels so nice to absolutely demolish everyone when you have an insanely fast trigger finger. It really is one of the most powerful weapons in this game, especially if you hit all your shots. Now, that is going to be another key thing to making this thing overpowered, is you're going to have to obviously hit all of your shots, because it is going to have a slower fire rate to normal assault rifles, because obviously most other assault rifles are going to be fully automatic, so it's going to have a bit of a slower fire rate. But once again, if you guys do have a fast trigger finger, then you should be fine, but you are going to have a good accuracy with this weapon, because if you do miss a few shots, the enemy is most likely going to end up winning that gunfight. But if you guys don't have a fast fire rate as well, I also recommend you guys going ahead and sticking on the perk attachment, which actually gives you the ability to make this weapon into a burst weapon instead. So instead of having a semi-automatic single fire weapon, you guys can actually go ahead and stick on a perk attachment that basically makes your weapon a 3-round burst instead, which is going to be pretty nice on this weapon. It's going to basically turn this weapon into a burst weapon, such as the FR 5.56 or something like that. But personally, I recommend, if you do have a good trigger finger, I don't recommend you guys using the burst one, because it's going to be a waste of an attachment. I really do recommend you guys but basically, even if you don't have a good trigger finger, by all means, you guys can stick the burst perk on if you guys want to. But in my opinion, I just think it's a complete waste, just because it's a waste of an attachment, because you guys don't have to use it to do good with this weapon or to make this weapon good. But it is a waste of attachment in my opinion, so I don't really recommend you guys using it. Also, I really do recommend you guys using EOD, Ghost and Battle Hardened. That is the 3 perks that I use with this class, and EOD is basically just to survive the claymores, proximity mines, score streaks, all of that kind of stuff, especially if you're playing the new game mode quite a lot. This new shoot house map is extremely small, so every single time you go around a corner, 9 times out of 10 there's probably going to be a proximity mine or a claymore just hiding around the corner, so this is going to really help you out from dying a lot less often to those stupid claymores. I do recommend you guys using that. And then Battle Hardened is basically like tactical mass, so enemy stuns and stuff like that aren't going to be as effective on you, so I do recommend using that as well. And then I like to use Ghost because I am a solo player. However, if you're not a solo player, I recommend you guys using something different such as Hardline or maybe Point Man or Kill Chain or something along those lines. Now that's pretty much it for the class setup. I just want to mention one thing as well. I do recommend you guys using Dead Silence in this game because Dead Silence is probably my favourite field order or field upgrade in this game. It's so good. It makes you super quickly. If you miss the playstyle of old Call of Duties, like the fast paced playstyle and the fast movements of older Call of Duties, then I do recommend you guys stick on Dead Silence because it's going to basically help you be a lot more quicker, and it's going to feel like the old Call of Duties a lot more, and you guys will just do a lot better with this weapon, with this field upgrade. So that's basically it for the class setup, and that's basically it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and hopefully this video did help you out. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to hit that sub button and that like button. I would really appreciate it. Anyway, that has been it for today's video, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.